So recently in the media, we did see a video of Iran burning a statue of Baal and declaring a war against Israel. Now, I just wanted to actually read, this is actually mentioned in the Bible, and I actually wanted to read Numbers chapter 25, verses 1 to 5, just to give you a bit of context of where this comes from. So, while Israel was staying in the acacia grove, the people began to prostitute themselves with the women of Moab. The women invited them to the sacrifices for their gods, and the people ate and bowed in worship to their gods. So Israel aligned himself with Baal of Peor, and the Lord's anger burned against Israel. The Lord said to Moses, "Take all of the leaders of the people and execute them in broad daylight before the Lord, so that this burning anger may turn away from Israel." So Moses told Israel's judges, "Kill each of the men who align themselves with Baal of Peor." So as you can see in history, at one stage Israel was worshipping Peor and Baal, and God did not like that. And that actually kind of comes into why we have the second commandment, which is do not have any other gods beside me. Because back in those days, there were many gods. Even to this day, there are still, different cultures. They worship, different gods. And so, but also into that, I also wanted to talk about commandment number 3, which is do not make an idol for yourself, whether in the shape of anything in the heavens above or on the earth below or in the waters under the earth. So I think a good example that we can use for this is King Solomon. So as we all know, King Solomon, he had, because I don't want to get the number wrong. Yes, he had 700 wives who were princesses and 300 who were concubines. So that's a lot of wives to have. So first off, he committed adultery. But all jokes aside, those women made him turn his heart away from God. And he also started to worship other gods, and on top of that, we see not only did he have new idols because of those wives, but he also built altars for those gods that he started worshiping because of them. So, and I think that today we can actually translate this to, for example, pop stars, sports stars, or, bands. In my opinion, I think it's okay to acknowledge that someone has talent, maybe to even aspire to be as good as, someone who has that talent, but to make, these idols your whole world, and to idolize, to worship the ground that they walk on, to, the only thing you look forward to all year is to going in and being at their concert. That's idolizing. That is idolizing. And in a way as well, the way I see it is that even like something as simple as having a poster up on your wall can be kind of seen as having an altar for your idol. So again, I say, I don't think it's a bad thing to acknowledge that someone has talent, or acknowledge that, that someone has skills, or to aspire to be like someone, but to idolize them, this is what God doesn't like. He doesn't like you worshiping. He's a jealous God. He doesn't want you putting anyone in front of him. So I think that this is just a good reminder to us all that always keep God first in everything that we do. Always keep God first. And I think I saw recently on TV, don't get me wrong, I don't really follow much sport, but there's I think it's one of the NFL teams in America, that every time they win, they always mention God. They always say, God is the one who gets the glory, not us. And I think that we all need to aspire to think that way, that in everything we do, that God always comes first. So that's all that I wanted to say today, and may God bless you all.